Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our final Hurlbut WIS PTO meeting of the year, if you can believe it. It's gone by so fast the last few months. I think it's kind of a whirlwind. So today we don't have any speakers, but the WIS will be presenting their slate for next year, and we have lots of announcements and lots going on this school year. For the end of the school year. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Mrs. Cadis to jump on in. Oh, and please mute. We are recording. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. Such an exciting time of the year. We have many activities going on. So if you didn't see it, check your email. I sent out probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, a pretty comprehensive email of all of the exciting activities happening at the end of the year for our students. We recently had our incoming kindergarten orientation and tours. Special thank you to the PTO for helping out with those. We had a tremendous turnout, huge turnout. So very exciting, all of those incoming families. If you have an incoming kindergartner or know somebody who does and they haven't registered yet, please spread the word. And we are busy planning for, as I said, a lot of our end of the year activities. We have field day coming up and our end of year classroom celebration. So exciting times here. And it's been a great year. We're very excited about the fair coming back. There is a lot of buzz around the building around the Memorial Day fair. Everyone is just super excited about that. So that is all for today.
Thank you, Mrs. Cadis and Mrs. Falber.
Great. Good morning. Good morning. Sometimes I just almost want to say ditto to what Laura says, because we're so in sync. We have a lot of exciting events coming up here as well. It's such a busy but fun time here. Though we are still doing a lot of SBA testing, so maybe some of the day isn't quite as fun as we would like it to be, but the kids are amazing. They're such troopers, and they're really trying to do their best on the all the assessments that they're having to put their best effort forth through. Tonight, I have a parent orientation for incoming third grade parents. I hope a lot of parents will be able to join us, and the meeting starts at 7, but if parents would like to come at 6:30, I have some wonderful 5th grade students who will be serving as tour guides, and they'll be giving tours of the school, so they'll get to see all the different areas that they may not get to see when they come for back to school night. So that's tonight. And if you are coming, make sure that you can RSVP so that we make sure we have enough tour guides to handle our crowds tonight. Our teachers are busy planning their end of the year parties. You'll be hearing from them, talking about the plans. We do have our field days. Those dates went out. And then we do have a big celebration at the end of the year for our 5th graders. And due to the size of the class, it's about 182 students. In addition to trying to respect some social distancing, we are having to do that 5th grade celebration over 2 mornings instead of just 1. So those will take place on the morning of the 16th as well as the morning of the 17th. I did send that out with the 4 classes that are on each day. And then I'll make sure that those are clearly delineated also on the calendar as well. And as Laura said, we are really looking forward to the Memorial Day fair coming back. I think that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Falber. Okay, so on to Hurlbut. We, as we know, have so much going on. We have outdoor movie night this Friday on the South House field. So it's moved from the previous location. People can park in Hurlbut, at the Onion Barn, and at the library. There'll be volunteers checking in families as they arrive. This is a park and walk onto the field with your blankets and your chairs evening and relax. There'll be concessions that are cash only, and it'll be great fun. The Memorial Day fair pre-sale has closed. There'll be tickets available every day at the fair when it's open. The pre-sale tickets will go out to students on Monday. You'll get those going home in backpacks. as well as if you pre-ordered a drawstring bag or a t-shirt, those will also come home next week. Memorial Day fair opportunities to volunteer. Lots of people have asked if they can volunteer. This is it. 1 hour increments. That's all we're asking. You sit in the booth and you sell the tickets, and then you can go enjoy the fair yourself. If we have a limited number of volunteers, it just means that the line to get tickets and to enjoy the fair will just take that much longer. So incentive to pop in and, you know, give us an hour of your time would be great. The link has been sent out by room parents. It is also in the buzz and the whistle. You can also email me or Debbie if you don't have it and need it. We are happy to share that sign up genius with you all. The garden cleanup is this Saturday. We called an audible and just decided the little garden in the Hurlbut pickup drop-off circle needs some love. So Christina Coder said, yes, let's do it. And if you're available and want to join and pull some weeds and make it look pretty, please join us for that from 12 to 3 on Saturday. It's going to be a gorgeous day to be outside. So hats and sunblock to keep yourself protected. I'll put the link in the chat if anyone wants that, or they can just email me directly and let me know they'd like to join. School supply kits have been finalized. So look for that information in the next week or two. You'll be able to order those online and they get delivered directly to your house. And then last on my list is Family Fun Night. Is Thursday, June 2nd. We celebrate One School, One Book, Megabat. There'll be lots of opportunities to volunteer for that. It's an hour and a half helping the kids with the different craft tables we have. Tony's Pizza will be there and a hula hoop company. It'll be great fun with lots of music. So look for more information coming for that too. So the next few weeks are really busy and a lot of fun. I think that's it. Do we have any? Can kids come to the garden? Yes, Edith. The kids can, if you feel comfortable, the kids can play on the playground while we work in the garden. They're welcome to pull some weeds as well. That's, you know, I think would be
I plan to put them to work.
good. Good. Very good. Thank you. All right, Debbie.
Thank you so much. So like Maria said, the movie night is Friday. Bring cash to purchase snacks. We have the middle school and high school that will be selling snacks, and we have Odyssey of the Mind team that will be selling lemonade. That's a great fundraiser to help that amazing team of kids and families go out to their competition. The Memorial Day Fair group is putting out volunteer opportunities. So please, please, please volunteer, like Maria said. We also have school supply kits that we are finalizing, and they will be shipped out to your house. Our family portraits that were held this past weekend with photographer Karen Warno was such a huge success. I've gotten such positive feedback, and as recently as about 5 minutes before the call, all the families, we had 18 of 19 spots sold. We had 2 people cancel, 1 last minute because they were sick, but everybody else came. Everybody loved it. Karen moved around Lashott Farm, taking portraits with the beverage barn behind us, with the stone wall behind us, with the gate. I mean, 4 different spots all around the farm. And she's going to have the picture proofs to us in 2 weeks. And one thing I don't know if everybody's aware of, the $50 fee that was to get the sitting is 100% donated to the PTO. So we raised just under $1,000 on the portraits with Karen. So I'm so thankful to her. She donated her time to us. The only money she makes is off the prints or the digital photos that you purchase from her. So I feel that this was such a great offering that she made to the PTO, and a real great service to our community by not only highlighting our beautiful Lashott Town Farm, but also our beautiful families that we have. So she's going to get those pictures done in the next couple of weeks and send those directly to the families, and then work with the families to be able to purchase prints. The other things I wanted to mention, just piggybacking on what Patty said, is about field day. Please look at the emails from Patty and also your room parents that will come out soon about the field day, to make sure that the kids are hydrated and wear their fun t-shirts that are coming out. Shannon English has done an amazing job organizing all the t-shirts with all the supply chain issues that we've had. The 5th grade shirts are coming out soon too, that the PTO is providing for all the 5th graders at no cost to them. They'll have their names on the back and their class name on it, so it's a little more special for them. The fifth grade not moving up ceremony, but end of WIS ceremony, whatever it's officially called. There is a breakfast that the 4th grade class hosts to support the 5th graders, both mornings. So please be aware of emails that will come out from the 4th graders to ask for donations or help with the breakfast for the 5th graders. And I also want to highlight Sarah Gargiulo has done an amazing job with our yearbook. She took this over late into the game. I may have used all the favors I ever had with her to ask her to do this for us. But remember, you can customize your pages in the back of your book. So try to get those done soon, because she wants to send them to print very, 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 very soon, like now, because she wants to have them in hand prior to the end of school. So I want to thank Sarah for her amazing job. And Mindy's done a great job in reconfiguring that position. So if anybody's interested in being a part of the yearbook committee for next year, there'll be one lead person and then one grade leader for that committee. So it's a total of 4 people, because it is a very cumbersome job in trying to identify pictures of everybody and making sure that we have lots of great pictures of all of our classes and all the activities. And that's all I have. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Debbie. That's a great idea, Mindy, to have made that a group effort. And now the WIS nominations committee.
That's me. So you want me to just read them all? The nominations, the slate?
Mindy, I've one very last minute person to add, if I might. Jen Rubin agreed to be communications chair, to be nominated for that.
Okay, let me put
So
that.
that's one more spot to fill. I texted her this morning. She's in Florida.
I also found a book fair co-chair, which I'll read when I.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Okay, so for the executive WIS board, we have co-presidents Debbie Carruthers and Maria Robotham, vice president Mona Shabazi, secretary Shannon Seymour Michael, treasurer Chris Bryant, philanthropy Francesca Groden, BOE representative Stacy Dunbar, grade coordinator Livia Ruggiero. Sorry if I mess anybody's name up. Communications webmaster Jen Rubin, past president Daniela Swetlin. And then the general board will be 3rd grade chair Jennifer Atsumi, 4th grade chair Elizabeth Sherrick, 5th grade chair Francesca Groden, art and design Lauren Kill, back to school luncheon chair Lauren Kill, book fair co-chairs Susan Hershey and Kristen Lingell, community service co-chair Jennifer Rubin, family fun night Kate Vivolo, fundraising spirit chair is Stephanie Feingold, and then she needs a partner still, so if anyone has any ideas for that person, they can split the position. Junior Great Books chair is Jessie Schaefer, Lost and Found chair Elizabeth Sherrick, membership directory chair Jenny Dorsey, Memorial Day Fair chair for WIS is Sherry Day and Debbie Maconian. Odyssey of the Mind chair, we're bringing that back for PTO, is Michelle Lee. School photo chairs, Michelle Mecca. School supply chair, Carrie Keller. Science fair chair, Tricia Janowicz. Staff Appreciation Day chair, Catherine Studwell. Talent on Tap chair, Jennifer Rubin. And then the yearbook team, we don't have anybody yet, so we still need someone to lead it all, and then one for each grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. So I will put that in the internet to try to find somebody. So do we vote now?
Yes.
Okay, can I get a first?
I'll be a first. Can I be a first? If I'm on the slate? Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, you can be a first, Debbie.
Okay, good. Debbie.
And a second.
Second. Shannon, sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, that's done. And I just want to say I am graduating to middle school and I have loved being a part of the PTO. And I'm tearful. Not because I'm not going to be part of the PTO anymore, but because like what Miss Cadis was saying about the fair coming, it just like hit me. But it's like so magical. It's like a really it hasn't happened for 2 years. So it's like I just think about the kids looking out the classroom windows and starting to watch the rides go up. I just remember Poe just like freaking out that his classroom window like looked right at that field, watching it all day. And so it's going to be super fun, like riding by and seeing it set up. So our town is coming back to life. That's why I'm tearful. Sorry.
You're right, Mindy. Well, Mindy, we loved having you on the board. I've loved getting to know you and work on this board with you. And you are going to be sadly missed next year on the WIS PTO board. Thank you. You've contributed so much.
I loved it. Yeah. Sorry. I don't sleep anymore, so I just cry all the time.
You are not alone, Mindy. You're not alone. You're not alone. And I think that it's going to be pretty amazing for the families who have never experienced a fair and have moved here to see what is going to happen. Because I think some families just they don't know what it's going to look like and what it's going to be. And like you said, the magic that occurs from Wednesday to Friday before Memorial Day. It's going to be
seeing it all in lights Friday night is just
Yep.
going to be, and people running back and forth across the street to go to Peter's/Lily's.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. So anyway, okay.
We need to set up like a time lapse video of this setup, because you're right. I was in 3rd grade in where South House is. And I remember my 1st and 2nd grade classrooms were both in South House. And I remember looking out those windows and not learning a thing that week, because it is so fascinating to watch all the rides go up and the carnival people that the teacher, Mrs. Moritis, would pull the shade down so we couldn't watch it. And so did Mrs. Barnard. I love them. I still know Mrs. Moritis. She sings in the choir at Northfield Church.
They didn't want you to
look like, but anyway, sorry. Sidebar, presidential
Amazing.
privilege right there. Sorry.
We take it. All right. Stephanie, are you reporting for BOE this week?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, my throat's a little funky this morning. Okay, so the BOE meeting this past week was live, and the live stream actually worked, so everything happened as it should. The most relevant part of the meeting that for us and our viewers is there was a 26-page report that was published and was discussed that basically looked at a lot of the goals and the accomplishments and then some of the challenges that the curriculum committee sees on the horizon for all the grades, actually, pre-K through 12. And they looked at every area from math, science, language arts, social studies, world languages, visual and performing arts. So in the newsletters, I'm going to include the link to the report. And if you're interested, I highly suggest that you click on the link, and it is very detailed, but also easy to digest because it's all in bullet points. And I highly recommend you taking a look. But some of the highlights are in math, in grades K through 5, there was a CIL that was put in both schools, Hurlbut and WIS. And this was a big change because previously there was one person who was like running back and forth between the buildings and was really stretched too thin, and the teachers weren't receiving the support that they needed. So now all of our teachers are adequately supported, and that was just like a huge improvement for our teachers and our students in both schools. And also there were these learning walks that took place. And if you have been paying attention to the BOE Zooms or the budget discussions or the curriculum discussions, these are pretty amazing. And over 200 took place. And basically like they go into the classrooms and really analyze like how teachers are teaching, how kids are learning, how kids are interacting, what manipulatives work, what doesn't, areas for improvement. And it's really interesting, but basically our math curriculum is very strong, and there was a big return to all these like student-centered instructional strategies, and that has made like all the difference for our kids who were having to do math remotely or not using manipulatives or not working in pairs and teams to really understand math. In science, everything was taught, and again, labs are open, hands-on materials are back on the tables. In language arts, the reading performance based on all the assessments has returned to or exceeded pre-pandemic levels. So that's really exciting for all of our students. And in social studies, there was an implementation of a lot of new resources and lessons that are related to diversity and inclusion. And I think that that's something that we can all be really excited about. And also field trips returned. So there's a field trip to the Weston Historical Society and among others. And obviously we see a big return to lots of in-person things happening. So that was the curriculum report, and I highly suggest you click on the link in the newsletters to get more. Pre-K, I don't know if we have any pre-K parents on here today, but the tuition is going to be increased by 2.4%. That was part of a big budget discussion. And so the rate will now be $7,118 for the year. And that is for children without special needs. So all students with special needs are admitted to our pre-K program tuition free. Another big discussion is whether the Board of Ed should return to a schedule, or I wouldn't say return, should go to a schedule that is hybrid, with some meetings being in person and some being on Zoom, or whether all meetings should be in person. So there's very strong opinions about this, and lots of Board of Ed reps are being contacted. And I highly, highly, highly suggest that you shoot an email over to a Board of Ed rep if you have thoughts or feelings on this, particularly next year's Board of Ed representatives who will sit through sometimes 5-hour-long meetings once a month. And if you're interested in my experience and my thoughts on the benefits of it being in person or on Zoom, I would be happy and eager to share those with you. There was also a great update from Hurlbut and WIS. I'm not going to review it because I think we got a really good report from Mrs. Cadis and Mrs. Falber, but you can read some of the bullet points. But you know, the one book, one school, recycling programs, author visits. I mean, I think you know from your kids, but so many exciting things have happened this month that, oh my God, it makes me choked up, Mindy. It's just nice to like see like the school come alive and understand why like Weston is such a great school district, because we're finally seeing like what's possible and what the school does, and the kids are just so excited to like be part of it. And finally, the next BOE meeting is changed from the schedule. So if you plan to tune in, it will be on Tuesday, June 14th, and that was moved due to graduations and moving up ceremonies and lots of other conflicts on the calendar. So that is the BOE report, and the meetings are actually really interesting. And I know, you know, most of you, maybe read the report in the newsletter that Stacy and I write. I'm sure that not many of you tune into the very long recorded sessions, but it's definitely worth checking out one time, because I would say I was really impressed with how much energy and thoughtfulness is put into like our schools. Like our schools are Weston, and if you ever listen to a BOE meeting and you hear how much just care and debate goes into every aspect of our children's experience in school, it's really pretty astounding. So I encourage you to, it's like sitting on a jury, like everyone should just do it once. So I encourage you to tune in next year.
Thank you.
That's it from the BOE.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to confirm on the slide. It's tonight is the
Yes.
third grade
Sorry.
tour and orientation. So someone had asked. I'm just confirming that for everyone.
Yes, that was
Thank
a
you.
mistake. Sorry.
Thank you so much. Francesca, do you have a philanthropy request or was this from last time?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, good morning, everyone. We had a request from Mrs. Falber for a new MacBook computer. They have one that they use pretty much for every single presentation that happens in school, that goes from school assemblies to orchestra, musical, anything that needs to be run through the school sound system. And it's on the last leg. So the request came in for an Apple MacBook Pro. I'm going to read this. I know nothing about computers, so I'm just going to read I wrote it down. Apple MacBook Pro with 8-core CPU and 8-core GPU, 512 gigs SSD storage for a total of $1,499, which has been approved by in the philanthropy meeting and the executive board meeting. Any questions? And if not, can I have a first? Please.
First, Maria.
Thank you, Maria. And the second?
Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy. And that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Elizabeth, minutes.
Okay, thanks, Maria. So these are the minutes from the general meeting from April 20th. This was the meeting where we actually had the presentation from the library media specialist and the language art curriculum leaders as well. But the minutes really just include mainly, I think we had for Hurlbut, I should say, I think we had a philanthropy item. There was an update from treasurer. So the minutes themselves are fairly standard. I know Maria's scrolling through them now, but if I could have a first to approve them, please.
Yeah, first, Maria.
Thanks, Maria. And then a second.
Stephanie.
Jennifer, second.
Thanks, Jennifer. And then
Thank you. And next, Shannon for minutes.
Hi. For WIS. Yes, thank you, Maria. Yes, as Elizabeth just said, we had that amazing presentation by Shelley Renas to see our LLC at WIS, and as well as the curriculum instruction leaders. We also voted to buy the ukuleles, 30 ukuleles in a rack. And we were looking to forward to lots of exciting events. John Patrick Green, the family photo session. And then we had a presentation from Chris with our financials as well. So if anyone has any questions or anything to add, please do. Otherwise, I'll ask for a first to pass the minutes.
Francesca first.
Thank you, Francesca.
Debbie, second.
Great. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you.
Awesome. And next up, Jennifer with the Hurlbut financials.
Good morning, everybody. On the operating side for April, we had a beginning balance of $13,047.37. That number moved throughout the month with the following income and expenses. Income, field day shirts, income totaling $818. Memorial Day Fair sponsorship dollars of $1,941. Staff appreciation donations of $1,675. Spiritware income of $25. Other income, which was comprised of a company match donation of $30 and a Spiritware reimbursement that mistakenly went to WIS for $4.80 minus credit card fees. Interest accrued of 11 cents. On the expense side, we had the credit card fees for all of those transactions, which came out to $130.36, which left us with a balance of $17,411.12. Moving on to philanthropy, our beginning balance was $57,618.77. Very little movement during the month. The income was the interest accrued of 92 cents, and there were no expenses. Our ending balance was $57,619.69. The allocated funds that remain unpaid for this and next year are $38,318, and the remaining unallocated funds that we still can allocate going forward are $17,260. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Chris.
Okay, thank you. Not a lot of activity in April. We started the month on the operating side at about $17,200. We had some league athletics apparel sales, and we had a board lunch with John Patrick Green, ending the month at about $21,200. On the philanthropy side, we started at $86,000. We had just one staff reimbursement for $59 and ended at $86,549. We have allocated funds that are still allocated but not yet paid of $18,590, leaving us with a remaining unallocated funds balance of $68,000. That's it.
Thank you, Chris. And next up, Mona. Mona, are you still on the call with us?
I'm here. Sorry, I was double muted.
It's okay.
So field days are out for kindergarten and first grade, and as well as second grade, with some backup rain dates, which we hopefully will not need. I had an overwhelmingly enthusiastic response from all the parents who are so interested in being back for the first time in, I think, 3 years. So almost all the class parents or the class volunteers are all set. There's one class that needs 2 more, which I'm taking care of. Field day shirts have also been ordered. We had a few last minute issues with supply chains where we had to switch a couple of colors and sizes, but I've been in touch with everybody who was affected thus far, but it's going to be amazing. Very excited. Mr. Hallgren is psyched.
Awesome. Thank you, Mona. And thank you so much to you and Gina for all of that background work. It is a beast getting all those shirts ordered. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Gina.
Yeah, and what's great about Field Day for Hurlbut this year is that Mr. Hallgren is asking more parents to volunteer because everyone's not been able to be at the school. So he really opened it up for lots of parents to be involved, which is great. So fun. All right, Shannon.
Hi, everyone. Sort of the same update. We have Field Day that we're really excited about. We have the 3rd and 4th graders are going to be on Tuesday, June 7th with the rain date June 8th. And 5th grade, this year, I think 5th grade, they're going to do a full day of Field Day. So that'll be exciting for them. That'll be on June 9th with June 10th being the rain date. We're going to have a hot dog truck, and we're looking at having some cool treats, maybe some ice cream for them. So that'll be really exciting. Our t-shirts have been ordered. Debbie kind of made mention, but with the supply chain issues, it was really quite a process. The man who does our t-shirts said that he's never seen supply issues like this. So I'll be sending a note probably to all parents. Just with all the issues, there were some t-shirts that we had to do different sizes, hopefully not too many, but anyway, so t-shirts will be coming soon. And that's really kind of it. We have not put out any signups yet for parents to volunteer. It'll likely be room parents will have first priority, but we'll try to get as many parents there as we can. So looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, Shannon. And I'm going to stop share. That's it, guys. That is it for our last PTO meeting of the year. This is my last meeting as president of Hurlbut. Both of my kids will be at WIS next year. Mindy, now you're going to make me cry.
I know.
I have to say just really quickly, because I'm going on next year to help Debbie with presidency, which I'm beyond excited about. I was thrilled. But with Hurlbut, I want to tell one really quick little story. I was lucky enough to go on the tour and help all these families get to see the school for the first time. Some families have already been there for a year, and they were finally seeing the inside for the first time. And there was a family who's thinking of moving to Weston or lives in Weston, and they're thinking of putting their kids in the school. And afterwards, I stopped them and I'm like, so what did you think? They were blown away. They said, I love Mrs. Cadis. I love Mr. Paler. I am so excited to have been able to see the school today. And they are going to move schools. They're coming to Weston. And they said where they were, you thought it was like the best of the best. And then you hit Hurlbut. And they said, it is nothing like the schools we were at. And the schools they were at were also like upper echelon, fantastic public schools. But they were blown away by the warmth and the building itself. So with that, Mrs. Cadis, thank you so much for letting me serve with you. I love this town. You all know how much I love this town. I can't stop talking about how I drank the Kool-Aid 8 years ago, and that was it. I was done, obsessed. But I'll be very sad to not walk in that building and see you and everyone else and Mrs. Eagle. So I'm going to come back because you can't get rid of me. And I'm really, really excited to be at WIS with Mrs. Falber and of course Debbie, and to get to see it for the first time in person tonight. I'm going to be inside because I'm that parent now. I haven't seen what WIS looks like inside. So I'm going to take the tour so that I know what it looks like. And so when people ask me, I can tell them. So I'm sorry I took up so much time, but I just wanted to get those things out and say thank you all so much, and to my board. And I leave you in incredibly capable hands with Stephanie Heingold, who will be your president next year. She's a rock star who literally came from New York, jumped in as Board of Ed rep, and has not looked back. I have never seen anyone do as much in a little amount of time as this woman. So she's going to be a rock star. She already is. And I look forward to seeing what she does with Hurlbut. So thank you all very much. Debbie?
I think this has been the greatest school year ever. And I can't say that I haven't done anything. It has only been because of the fantastic volunteers that we have, that you may be on this board voluntarily, or maybe you did it as a favor to me, or maybe I just begged you enough to convince you to do it. But this experience has been absolutely great this year. And it's because of the wonderful people that are on not only the executive board, but on the staff, on the general board. The PTO is only as good as the volunteers that we have. And I believe that it's because of all of you on this call and everybody that does all the work behind the scenes. So I'm so incredibly appreciative and grateful for your friendship, your hard work. And I just thank you so much for all that you do for our students, because that's what this town is all about, is the kids, and making sure that we're giving them the best start into their lives that we can. And I absolutely love that I get to share my crazy stories about my time at Hurlbut with all my favorite teachers, and that my kids have the same memories that I do. So I hope that we can continue that great legacy of having the memories to share with the grandkids eventually someday. But thank you to all of you who are serving again next year. I can't wait to work with Maria and Mona too. Mona is going to be our vice president at WIS, and then all of our other returning board members. I hope that next year will be another great, fantastic year. And thank you to Mrs. Falber for all that she does for our students. She's a great leader in our school, and I've really liked working with her, and especially Mrs. Reines with all she's done to the library. I think that's great too. So thank you again, everybody, for all you do for WIS.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of these next few weeks, all the fun. I'll see you at the fair and the movie and around. Get some sunshine. Thank you.
Well, thank you both.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you,
everybody.
guys.